You do not look weak when someone disrespects you. You look weak when you start proving you deserve respect. You say one thing in a meeting. Someone cuts in and says, "You're doing too much." A few people smile. Nobody steps in. And now, the room is not measuring your point. It is measuring you. So you do what most men do. You add more words, more explanation, more effort. And every sentence does the same thing. It does not make you look stronger. It makes you look like you need the room to believe in you. Most men think weakness is the hit. It is not. Weakness is what you do right after it. The moment you start performing strength, strength has already left you. Your sovereignty begins at your reaction. In this video, I'll show you the moments that make a man look weak before he even notices it. Most men miss the first one. The middle one is where they break. And by the last one, they are already rewriting themselves. 1. The first leak. You explain too early. The first leak is small. That is why most men miss it. Someone says one thing. "I don't think that's right." Not hostile, not loud, just enough to make you feel watched. And that is where it starts. You do not attack. You do not shut down. You explain. You clarify. You add context nobody asked for. And in your head, it feels smart, measured, responsible, controlled. It is none of those things. You are leaking position. The moment you rush to explain yourself, you stop sounding grounded and start sounding like a man who needs to be cleared. That is the shift. Not in the room first, in you. The faster you clarify, the faster you give the room permission to doubt your frame. Use one line. "That's my position." Then leave it there. No second sentence, no extra proof, no softening smile. Calm is selective. It does not rush to be understood. Most men think the damage starts when they say too much. It starts earlier. It starts when they feel the need to rescue, how they are being seen. And the next move is worse, because that is where men stop protecting position and start trying to prove they have one. Stu, the second mistake, you defend what was never attacked. The second mistake is faster and more embarrassing, because now no one is even pushing hard. You are in a group, you make one point. Someone shrugs. Maybe. That should have died there, but you keep it alive. You lean in. What I mean is, to be clear, that's not really what I'm saying. No one attacked your position. They brushed against it. You are the one who turned it into a defense. That is why this looks weak so fast. Not because you spoke, because you started protecting what was never under attack. And the room feels that immediately. Your words stop sounding clean. They start sounding loaded, not sharp, not clear, invested. That is the turn. The more you protect the point, the less protected your position becomes. What stands firm does not rush to reinforce itself. Let the point land once. Then let the other person carry the discomfort of answering it. Do not rescue the room from tension. Weak men do that early. They think they are cleaning the moment up. They are only showing that the moment still owns them. And this is where the break begins. Because once your words stop carrying force, most men try to carry force themselves. That is where strength turns into performance. 3. The breaking point, you start performing strength. It happens fast. You say something in a group. Someone cuts in, smiling. Why are you getting so serious about this? A few people laugh. One person looks away. Nobody backs you up. And just like that, the room shifts, not against your idea, against you. You feel it immediately. In your chest, in your jaw, in your breath. And this is where it breaks, not outside, inside. You start adjusting. Your tone tightens, lower, harder. I'm just saying. You hear yourself, but you keep going, or you flip it. You lean back, you smirk. Relax, like it doesn't matter. But it does. And everyone can see that it does. This is the exact moment. Not when they laughed, not when they challenged you. Here, when you start performing strength, the moment you try to look strong, you stop being it. Stay the same tone, same pace, no adjustment. Because the moment you adjust to the room, you are no longer holding position. You are chasing it. And chasing never looks strong. It looks like you lost it already. You're no longer speaking from position. You are speaking to fix how you are being seen. And that always shows in your tone, in your timing, in your face. Strength does not chase perception. It does not correct the room. It lets the room correct itself. Power is not displayed. It is assumed. And the moment you display it, you break that assumption. You turn it into something that needs approval. And anything that needs approval will be tested. That is why this moment is fatal. It looks small, but it rewrites your position. From holding your ground to trying to prove you have one. And once you cross that line, you do not stop. You escalate. More tone, more edge, more reaction, less presence. That is how men lose the room, not by being challenged, but by trying to control how they are seen after it. And what comes next is worse, because now it is not just your words, it is your behavior. And once behavior shifts, people stop reacting to what you say and start reacting to what you are. 4. The loss of frame. You start chasing control. This is where it becomes visible, not in your head, in the room. The conversation moves on, but you pull it back. That's not what I meant. You're misunderstanding me. Let me say it properly. No one asked you to do that. That is what makes it visible. You're chasing a moment that already passed, and now you are behind it. Watch the other person. They slow everything down. They do not interrupt you. They let you keep talking. Because now you are doing the work for them. No, go on. That is not support. That is control. You are inside their frame now, and they are letting you move inside it. That is the trap. You think you are fixing how you look. You are showing that it needs fixing. That is the moment you lose authority. Not when they spoke, when you followed. The room sees it clearly now. You're not holding position. You're asking for it back. And position is never given to someone who asks. They start testing you. Small things, a pause, a slight smile. So, what are you actually saying? Not to understand, to see if you will keep going. And if you do, they know exactly where you stand, below the frame, trying to get back in. And that is the cost. You do not just lose control, you become readable, predictable, easy to push. Remember this line: the moment you chase control, you prove you do not have it. When the moment passes, let it go with it. Do not go back. Do not fix it. Do not reopen it. If they want to push, Let them be the one who brings it back, not you, because the one who reopens the moment is the one who lost it inside. And once that shows, the room does not need to guess anymore. They already know. Then 5. The final cost. You edit yourself out of respect. This is the last place you lose it, not in what you say. Right before you say it, you're about to respond, then you hesitate. Just for a second. You read the room. You were about to say, "No, that's not true." Then you cut it down. One word softer, one edge removed, one truth held back. Now the sentence will go down easier, but it no longer carries you. That is the final cost. Not that they pressured you, that you let pressure edit you. That is deeper than looking weak. That is self-betrayal. Because now you are no longer asking, "What do I mean?" You are asking, "What version of me will pass here?" That is the line. Once you cross it, you can still sound calm, still look composed, still appear in control. But inside, you have already left your standard. Weakness is not being challenged. It is cutting yourself down before anyone else has to. Remember this line. The moment you edit yourself to fit the room is already above you. If you need to reshape your words to be accepted, you are already bargaining with your position. And position does not survive bargaining. So do not improve the sentence. Do not soften it. Do not edit it for comfort. Deliver it clean. Or do not say it at all, but do not dilute yourself just to make the moment easier. That relief costs too much. Self-respect is not what gets approved. It is what you refuse to dilute. No performance, no editing, no bargaining. I just position, held. Final end block. This wasn't about controlling the situation. It was about catching. The moment you started leaving your position inside it, you did not lose the room when they challenged you. You lost it when you adjusted yourself to make it easier to stay in it. That is the line. Self-respect is not something you demand. It is something you demonstrate. Power is not loud. It is measured. Calm is not passive. It is controlled. Your sovereignty begins at your reaction. Weakness does not show when a man gets hit. It shows when he starts changing to survive the hit, when he explains more, when he sharpens his tone, when he chases back what should have stayed his. That is where control slips. You're not walking this path alone. Subscribe to Stoic Calm Code. Most men do not lose respect because they were challenged. They lose it in the way they react when it happens. See you in the next lesson, one calm decision at a time.